light machine guns. They are, without a shadow of a doubt, the most shitted on and oppressed weapon class in FPS history. Okay, and it is not. This is true. Okay, I don't want to hear anything against this idea because I know I'm right. Okay, it's not like the previous video was like, oh man, I want feedback on this or whatever. No, I'm today I'm getting on my soapbox and I'm spitting my shit. Okay, because I know for a fact that I'm correct on this. There is no class of weapon in FPS history that has ever been more fucked over and nerfed than light machine guns. And it hurts so much because I am a fan of light machine guns. I only play with light machine guns. I love them. I love them dearly. But for some ungodly reason, it is like every single developer has been paid by the Rothschild family to single-handedly orchestrate to make this one weapon class an eternal struggler for some ungodly reason that I can't fathom. And I don't know what it is, because I have played a lot of FPS games. Trust me, if it's an FPS and you can name it, I have probably played it. So every single one of them that has the option to use an LMG, I use it. I adore them. I really do. They're phenomenal. Like, they are everything that I like in a gun. I like the sounds. I like the like how big and heavy they are. I like having a bunch of fucking ammo. I like laying down suppressive fire. I actually deeply enjoy using bipods and just holding an area. Like, I like that idea. I really like light machine guns. They appeal to me in every single capacity. However, good God, there is something, like, I don't know what it is, but every single game, Call of Duty, Battlefield, any of them, if it's set in like a modern setting and it has access, no, I take that back. It's not even just a modern setting. Even if it's like a Star Wars game, like Battlefront 2, there seems to be some kind of weird obsession with developers of just nerfing the LMGs into the absolute dust, like taking everything good about this class of weapons and just grinding it down into sand. And it pisses me off to an unbelievable degree. I despise it because it seems like they have this thing, right, where they're afraid of allowing light machine guns to have their full potential, and it makes me fucking hate it. It's like they have this thing of like, no, we can't allow them to be good, because, and this is actually something you see a lot. If you follow the development of a lot of games and you study the way that what devs think, right, like what they sort of their game design philosophies, if you will. And I seen some interviews and other discussions where this is stated verboten, where they often say that the reason they keep nerfing LMGs is because they don't want them to become what they call the super assault rifle. Basically, if they make LMGs good, they're afraid that they would just become a better assault rifle. But I always had the option of like, why not? Why can't they be a super assault rifle? Because, like, okay, a lot of FPS games, the reason a lot of LMGs get so bad in FPS games, right, is because they suffer from a lot of drawbacks for basically no benefit. They're slower, they take a decade to reload, the handling is bad, aiming down sights takes longer. Some of them, you can't even fire the weapon without going prone and using a bipod. There's so many problems with them. But there's no real benefit, because, okay, it fires quickly, but oftentimes the time to kill on an LMG is almost the same, if sometimes longer, than an assault rifle. And not only that, but oftentimes they are saddled with ridiculous nerfs, like, oh, the first 15 shots are horrifically inaccurate, and So you have to keep firing and firing and firing the gun until it becomes more accurate. Or they have like, oh, if you fire without the bipod, it's basically useless after 15 meters. I hate it. It's baffling to me. And this whole idea, oh no, we can't make it strong because it will replace the assault rifle. No, it won't. No, you will never replace the assault rifle and the SMG. Okay, like all these fucking basic bitch losers that only use the SMGs and the assault rifles, they will never change. They will use that shit to the day they die. They are what I like to call the YouTube thumbnail player. You know the ones, the thumbnails that you see often about FPS games, like, you know, like COD games or the new Battlefield, where every single thumbnail is just like a picture of an assault rifle and that's it. Like, that's the thumbnail. These are the kind of players that do that. They are the assault rifle SMG user, the basic bitch. Okay, they are the YouTube thumbnail rifle. They will never change. They will never stop using those guns because those guns are phenomenal. Those guns are amazing. They are incredibly effective. So this fear of like, no, if we make LMGs powerful, they will replace assault rifles is completely ridiculous because, you see, I am willing to accept the nerfs that LMGs have, right? The slower handling, the slower aim down sights, the fucking, you know, the slow motion reload that takes a decade. I am willing to accept all of that if they also had benefits. Because now, okay, for example, let's use Battlefield. I'm going to use Battlefield as an example. Suppression no longer exists, so that's something LMGs can't do. For some reason, they don't have, like, they have slower time to kills, which shouldn't be the way. Like, I am willing to accept a slow, unwieldy, giant, heavy piece of shit. But at the very least, can you please make it more powerful? Can it at least kill faster than the assault rifle can? Can it at least, for the love of God, not have some ridiculously high recoil for no fucking reason? Because this is something video games do. Even so-called realistic games do this shit. Because I remember Insurgency Sandstorm, you can use the PKM on that game. And if you don't know, the PKM is widely considered, alongside like the M60, as one of the like easiest to control and most comfortable to shoot LMGs ever made. Technically not LMG, they're technically like general purpose machine guns, so GPMG, but you get what I mean. Like the PKM is widely known for being very comfortable to shoot actually and having very manageable recoil. You pick that up in an Insurgency and it's like your character has noodle arms, and the moment you try to fire that thing, it just goes up into the sky immediately, and you have to use the bipod. You can fire it standing, but it's hard as fuck for no reason. It shouldn't be that difficult. Like the recoil on these guns shouldn't be that fucking high, especially because they are very heavy weapons as well. So the weight of the guns should help tame some of the recoil. But they just keep doing this shit. So they are either just as strong as a rifle or sometimes weaker. They have less accuracy, they are heavier, they sometimes slow you down so you become less capable of evasion. Sometimes they require the bipod to use. Like, the only thing LMGs have are disadvantages. That's it. They only have disadvantages. The only advantage they have is the big fuck off amount of ammunition. That's it. Which is a huge advantage. It is good, but it doesn't compensate for the rest. Like, I don't understand it. Just let this thing be powerful. Okay, like this fear that they have that it's gonna displace the other weapons, it doesn't exist. Because no matter how powerful you make an LMG, it will never be as fast and snappy as an assault rifle. It will never reload as well as an assault rifle, because an assault rifle, you can do tactical reloads in the heat of a situation. You can't do that with an LMG. Like, if you're gonna reload with an LMG, it has to be a decision. You have to really press that button and be ready to reload. An assault rifle, you can fire like 10 shots, hit reload, and immediately boom boom, bada bing bada boom, you got a new magazine. Like, an LMG will never displace the assault rifle, because the assault rifle has advantages that will always make it better than the LMG in certain circumstances. So this whole fear of, oh, I can't make it powerful because it will just become a super assault rifle is ridiculous. Like, no, it won't be. It will not displace the assault rifle. You're insane. And it's so frustrating because they're my favorite weapon class, but in every game that I play with them, it is always a struggle. It's always some bullshit you have to deal with. You gotta deal with either terrible accuracy or terrible recoil, and you gotta keep using the bipod all the time. And the worst part is, okay, you know what? I wouldn't even mind the whole bipod thing. I don't mind it. I would be okay with the whole, oh, you have to use a bipod, if the bipod system was good. But in 90% of the games, the bipod system sucks dick. Okay, like every single, like pretty much every game, every FPS game, the bipod system is either janky as fuck, to the point where you're just like you're going back and forth in a piece of cover trying to find the sweet spot where it allows you to mount it, or it's just not fast enough. Like you have to do animations to deploy the pod, and you gotta put like it's too fucking slow. The only games, okay, the only 2 games in my entire fucking life that I have ever seen have an extremely good bipod system is Insurgency Sandstorm and primarily Battlefield 1. Like, I don't know what they did with the Battlefield 1 bipod system, but that thing was fucking peak, okay? It was snappy, it worked on basically any surface, and it was instantaneous. You walk up to something, and it's like chest high, boom, your gun is immediately mounted. It just goes, it snaps into position right away. It completely removes recoil, and it makes your weapon laser accurate, which is what a bipod should do. And I don't want to hear people complain, oh, no, that's too overpowered. Oh, no, that's too, the bipod makes the gun laser accurate? That's too strong. What the fuck do you mean it's too strong? Have you seen the other bullshit I have to deal with when using LMGs? Okay, first off, let's assume that we're talking about the bipod, assuming that I can even use it in the first place, because often what will happen is that the moment you put that bipod down, it's like you have sent some kind of psychic wave to every single sniper in the server, and they would immediately headshot you. So this whole thing, oh no, if you make the bipod strong and the gun becomes laser accurate, that's too strong. What do you mean it's too strong? There's like a 75% chance I won't even survive long enough to kill someone. Okay? Like, it's hard as fuck. Seriously, as someone that only uses LMGs, I will tell you right now, it is very fucking difficult to actually find a good position to deploy these things without immediately getting dinked right in the head by some fucking asshole 500 meters away. Trust me, it is. I know that when you die to a guy using a bipod, it feels very frustrating, but you have no fucking clue how hard it is to get into that position in the first place, okay? It is, it's like giving birth, trying to find a good position to deploy this fucking thing down. And you wanna know why? It's because maps aren't made with bipods in mind. They are not made with the LMG in mind. Because in real life, right, snipers are a huge problem for machine gunners. They really do target machine gunners in real life. That is a problem that happens. But in real life, we have dugouts and fighting positions and like MG nests and all these other things that people have made to make the LMG stronger, while at the same time kind of protecting the user from its counters. But in pretty much every single FPS game that I played, not a single one of them has that. They don't have, these tight fighting positions or gun ports where an LMG can really set down and be a problem and control an area, what an LMG is supposed to do. No, they don't have that. Usually the geometry only favors either very close encounters, so assault rifles and SMGs, or they favor long encounters with snipers. They lack that level design for an LMG. Like, we need well-protected areas where we can set up. We need fighting positions. We need those, like, sandbag sort of positions where we can just stick our barrel out and fire without taking too much damage. Like, we do need those things because it is a more defensive weapon. Like the LMG is not an assault, rushing weapon. I mean, I had to learn how to use one in that capacity because of how fucking terrible the balancing for them is, but that's not what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be a defensive weapon. So give me some defensive positions here, some good ones. They aren't so unbelievably exposed. Like, fuck. Seriously, it is pain using an LMG 24/7 because holy fucking shit. You need to know everything, okay? You need to watch out for snipers because if there's even one of them active, you can't use the bipod because the moment you activate it, you're gonna stop moving and they will just dunk you right in the head. So, and you have to like try and manage your distance towards everyone. So you can't be too close, but you can't be too far. And you have to deal with the recoil, so you have to get really fucking good at handling this thing. There's so many headaches with it. And it completely baffles me because all of this is done based on some... Actually, it's not based, it's baseless. It is all done on a baseless belief that somehow, somehow we have to keep LMGs as a shitty weapon, because if we don't, they would just become this god gun that would take over everyone else. And now no one will ever use an assault rifle again because the LMG would just take over. It won't! Okay, that is a fiction inside your head. You wanna know what it is? I just had the realization. It just snapped into my mind here. LMGs suffer the shotgun problem. You know what? I'm just saying it. Shotgun users and LMG users are brothers in struggle when it comes to FPS games because we suffer the exact same issue. Because obviously shotguns, they have the problem where if you're even 5 feet too far from the fucking dude, they deal like 0 damage. So you have to be in kissing distance to be able to kill someone. And if they are far enough from you that you can't spit on them, that the shotgun stops dealing damage. Like they gotta be in spitting distance. And it's done by the same problem where people always say, no, the reason that shotguns need to be shit is because they're too powerful. If we allow them to kill people over 100 meters, because I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, shotguns are usually deadly up to like 100 to 120 meters. I might be wrong on that number, but correct me on that. Obviously, I mean, that doesn't mean that just because you stand 130 meters, somehow they're not going to kill you. But usually, because of the dispersion, they're deadly at up to 120 meters, if I'm not mistaken. But correct me on that. But games make it so they're only deadly to like 2 meters. It's the same thing as the LMGs. Like they're afraid that if they allow this class of weapon to truly be powerful, that it will just break the game and everyone will be using it. But I never see that same idea be used to assault rifles or SMGs. They are able to be everywhere. Everyone uses them. Isn't that also a problem? Aren't they also too powerful? Because everyone is fucking running around using one. So what? Well, like, what's the matter if half the server decides to run shotguns one day? Hey, at least it's fucking different. For the first time in my life, at least I'll see a lobby that isn't just assault rifles. So I hate it, but like this logic doesn't even work because no, if you make shotguns and LMGs powerful, they will not displace the other weapons. You would just be making them good. That's all that's gonna happen. You will make them actually good because shotguns will still need a lot of skill to use. Because obviously you're basically betting it all on one shot. If you miss, you're gonna have to pump the shotgun. It's gonna take some time. If by the time you're fucking done even pumping it, the guy with the SMG or the assault rifle has already killed you. You know what I mean? So they do rely on some level of precision. You're basically betting it all on that one shot. You're gonna hit him, and then you're gonna have to pump the gun. But by then, of course, you're hoping that you hit him first and you kill him. LMGs are the same thing. Like it's a positioning game. You're hoping that you can position yourself or get into a good angle and just hold it with your LMG, killing anyone that comes by before they can basically storm in and kill you. Like that's the bet. These weapons are betting weapons almost. You're putting your faith that you'll be able to either position yourself or be accurate enough to kill them before they can kill you. You know what I mean? Like shotguns are more about reaction time and precision because you have to get the guy in the cone. You want to make sure that you hit all the pellets. while LMGs are supposed to be more of a positioning weapon. They are all about positioning, seriously. It's the name of the game with an LMG. If you actually want to do well, it's positioning. You gotta know your map. You gotta know where to be, because it's like spinning multiple plates at once. You're dealing with so much bullshit. But that's really the thing about these two weapon types. Like, I hate it. I wish they were good, especially LMGs, because they're my favorite. But it's like these shit, man. It just like shotguns and LMGs are just becoming the ultimate struggle weapons in every game. And I really hope this stupid idea ends one day. Like, look, this video basically has no point. It's just me spitting my shit because I'm angry as fuck. Because I keep playing these games, I try to have fun with my favorite weapon type, and I keep getting rewarded with infinite ass rape. Okay? So I'm just pissed, like I really am. I want to use these fucking weapons. Please, for the love of God, stop making them suck so much. Alright? But I hope that, you know, some of you guys can sympathize with what I'm talking about here, can understand my situation, because it's really fucking frustrating. I really hope this changes. I hate the way that LMGs are treated in FPS games. It's fucking dog shit. For the love of God, buff the fuck out of them, please, okay? Because right now, using them is such an uphill battle in any game, bro. It is a fucking uphill battle using these goddamn things. And it shouldn't be that way, okay? They should be powerful. Especially with this bullshit. Like for example, in Battlefield 5, for example, the MG42 fires the exact same cartridge as the Kar 98K, a weapon that can kill you in one shot. But for some ungodly reason, when you fire it from the MG42, it takes 8 shots to kill someone. I do believe that is a longer time to kill than most assault rifles. It is fucking goofy. But again, I'm not gonna say it. Okay, I need to stop. It's been 20 minutes. I have to end it. All right. But that's all I wanted to say, because it just pisses me off immensely. Anyway, this is another yap session with your boy Meshini, okay? Congratulations, the level of yap today is truly critical. But that's basically it. That's all I wanted to say. I needed to get that off my chest. God, I really fucking hope the LMGs in Battlefield 6 are good. Please, DICE. DICE. Okay, look, DICE, you have been fucking me in the ass ever since Battlefield 5. Okay, with your terrible games. So please, for the love of God, at least make LMGs good in Battlefield 6. Okay, I beg of you.
I lost my shoe. This is no fucking joke here. I could lose a foot.
You pay me back with non-stop ass rape!